Hi everyone, uh, I'm Nathan. Um, I'm 22 years old. I think I'm younger than the rest of the writers here. So um, some of the stories that I wrote was by just listening to my grandparents, my parents, and all that. So I grew up in a remote village in Papua New Guinea. That's way back up in the islands. So growing up, so we extended family, so we have all these connections with people from like different tribes and all that. So in my family, I'm the only one, or or first generation lawyer, like first to go to. I'm the only one to attend university, and hopefully, yep, I just graduated, and I'm hoping to get admitted in the bar and hopefully become a first lawyer in my tribe, little tribe. Yeah. So, um, my experience growing up, like the stories that I had, was I just wanted to put my family, like their stories and their culture, their experiences, what my grandfather went through, what my family went through in books, so that people can read. Because what I relate from my colleagues here is that our stories were orally passed, and all that. We don't have them written somewhere in here. It's just orally passed. So I just wanted to keep memories of my grandparents alive. So I think that was one of the biggest motivation behind me writing a short story of my grandfather. It's simply not really a biography, you can say, but it's a short one about my grandfather. So my grandfather, if it's okay, I can just share. Yep. So my grandfather was around the time when the wars happened, and after that, during the colonial period, he served as a plantation worker in the coastal places in Papua New Guinea. And after he was sent off from the plantation, he went up and helped the missionaries. And he ended up giving all his land, our customary land, to the missionaries to build their churches, aid posts, and all that. So what my family and people from my tribe said about him is that, oh, you've given all your land to the Westerners, to the white people, and you've nothing left for your own family. You've spent your younger years working in the plantation and all that. So there's these stereotypes and all that. So what motivated me was to just get his story right, and yeah, and what he did for during his time was for other people, like serving others and putting other people first. And I said in my short story that that's a heroic thing to do, living life for others and being selfless and all that. And I know, I think during that colonial period in the past, to show that sort of like virtues and all that, I'm not sure if it was really easier than now with all the things happening around. So that was just that. And when you see my short story, you'll see most of the things about his life are connected to my own family's stereotype about him, and trying to just get that right, and trying to tell the story the way it's supposed to be, and all that. But like I said, I'm still in still I was a student when I wrote the story, and I just graduated, and hopefully, my brothers here have said, like writing as a male, writing is really tough, and the publishing part and like distribution and all that. So when I was writing, I thought this was the hardest part, but when I was trying to publish it, oh man, it's really tough. Yeah, especially like when you're in a place like Papua New Guinea and all that. And I could really relate to one thing Julia said yesterday is about writers, like writers who have gone before us, like supporting people like me who's coming up, the young writers and all that, and trying to inspire them as aspiring writers and all that, so that it's not really that tough. Of course, it's tough, but when you have people supporting you, people saying, "Oh, you can do it. You can write a book. You can write a novel." Like that sort of motivation would really get us one step ahead and all that. So, as a young writer, I do have that passion. I do have that motivation to write more. But I just graduated from university with a bachelor's of law degree, and so I cannot say, I'm not really sure that I'll end up being a writer or choosing a career as a writer, because I've heard stories that lawyers don't have much time to write and all that. Yeah, so it's the job.